All right. Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to our Friday night brain hour.
TGIF,
How,
baby.
yeah, just thank God it's Friday. We're just here to hang out, talk comic books, and have some fun. Welcome, Otaku. How are you?
Oh, I'm just glad it's Friday. Um, it's been a rough week at work, but yeah, we're getting through it.
Okay, good, good. Well, tomorrow we got our minds off some more. Gonna do some more hunting.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, we're gonna go over some you gave me last time we saw. Got a bunch of your comics that we want to go over. We discussed the idea. I'm gonna take everyone through, so I'm gonna in a little bit gonna switch over to my neck contraption and my iPhone, and we're gonna do like the first couple of steps of how I press some of the comics. Um, hopefully that's not too boring for everyone.
So
And yeah,
before we get into this, because this is sort of our first foray into this format, this
yeah,
Friday night kind of, and we want to make this a weekly, kind of give this Friday night a more weekly cadence. Like there's
yeah.
something to tune in. There's something ongoing, and so I really want to bring people watching. I kind of want to set the table for what we're doing on this video. Um, Jens has a lot of my books, but what we're going to try to do each week is have one book to work on, and we're going to go over one book what we're working on this week, and at the same time featuring the results of the previous week, right? So we're doing a book where, oh, look, this is the results, and then selecting a new book and kind of trying to do like one book per week where we're just maybe working on it and improving it and beatifying it. So what are your thoughts there, man?
Okay. I would prefer maybe because I do like one book a day on the pressing part. So if we can go over a few and then, I can work on them throughout the week and then kind of visit them back on Friday just so it doesn't stretch out. Because I think you gave me like 10, 15 books or something like that. I mean, it would stretch
Hey,
itself out.
if you can do them faster, it's better for me too. I was just trying to pace it for you.
Yeah. Actually, let's move on some. One sec. So these are still things that I have here that you gave me originally, and
Hmm.
I worked on those this week. So I mean, we can go over some results. The unfortunate part is I don't think we actually shown these off on your channel either. So or maybe actually some of those are from some recent pickups. So there might be some work somewhere. Um,
I
but
have actually some of the books. Uh, I have one of the books you worked on for me for
okay,
our show and tell section. So I do have one of the books.
okay. I have okay. Let me go through some. So you just gave this to me recently.
Mm,
Yeah, and no more. There was a crease on the bottom when you received it, and it's basically it is gone. And that was good because
yes.
it wasn't something that was very deep or nothing breaking color or anything like that. It's like a bend. We assume it happened in shipping. So it's a nice Batman Robin #1 signed by the great Jim Lee,
Yeah.
and it had a little nick right here, and I was able to get it out.
Nice.
So yeah, so I put a pile together. So I was gonna that I wanted to give you tomorrow, and so we kind of look over this. So this one you gave me a while back. So the issue with this book was there was a spine roll, and yeah, it had like an overall like a little like crunched together kind of feel. I don't know if I take this out. If that looks better. So I haven't showed you this one either. I hope you remember how it looked.
Yeah.
So the spine roll is gone.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
So yeah, so
Nice.
that one came out. That one came out really nice.
Whew.
I was like, okay, I don't
Nice.
know how much I can do on this one, but after I got the spine roll out, I was like, oh, this one already, like the appeal was already a lot better.
Those Whitmans are the rarer copies for that particular book.
Okay.
Yeah, just so you know. So when you have a high grade Whitman, it's worth a lot. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that
Yeah.
what grade would you put it at right now?
I am. It has a couple. I mean, it's a 12 center. It has a couple of things, but it's like I still struggle with this era in to do, but like if it's like in the between 5 and 6, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I can.
It,
I would say like around
from
5.
my memory, there were some creases. There were like some like along the corners, right? Just some creasing.
Yeah. Yeah. There's yeah. There. I mean, there were some color breaks. It's a lot flatter now.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. I in that. Yeah, probably maybe less than a 5, but it looks really good now. It has a crease along. Well, you check it out in person. I mean, I can always press it again, but I think from
Can you hold it up again?
yeah.
Oh, you don't have to take it out.
No. Okay. Yeah, with the bag, it's like I think it has like it had like a subscription crease which came out a little bit. Um, I mean, I could do it one more
It
time,
looks
but I think
fantastic.
it looks a lot better than it did. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see the color break from the camera angle, but yeah, looks
The
good.
the color break is faint. The only thing like what like you can see still that you kind of navigate is like the corner
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
there before, and then there's a couple of breaks around the spine, but it looks a lot better after the press. So
yeah.
yeah,
Awesome, man.
and
Thank you.
yeah, my pleasure. So and then this one is one that you've shown off because we picked that one up in. Let me take that one out. Actually, this is a really
This
nice one.
one is really, really nice.
Yeah, it had a big spine roll. So I worked on on Sunday. I kind of worked on just move like I had 3 where I removed the spine roll,
Yeah,
and this
beautiful.
one on this one was extreme. Like it was a lot. I mean, it was at least like this much,
Yeah,
and it has some. There are some surface scratches like over parasite and stuff like that,
yeah,
but even after and like some spine stuff, but the whole appearance of it's so much better than it was before.
yeah. I put the grade at like a 4.0. It looks like a 4.0 copy.
Yeah,
Um,
it's really nice now.
it's really nice. Again, like you said, the scratches are kind of what gives it a 4.0 grade. If it didn't have the scratches, you're looking at like a 7.0 copy, right?
Yeah, and we talked about like possibly you gave me another book in here, like if I needed to take a staple or something. The
Hmm.
staple is still attached, and I didn't think it was necessary to mess with that,
Okay.
so I left it as is. Um, Yeah, I think when they originally made that book, I think that the staple didn't shoot all the way through or something like that. That's why I think the last page it kind of lifts up like there was a staple missing. But it's after the spine roll repair, it just is better
Log back
than
in.
that.
Okay, good.
So okay, this one here, it's more of a minor thing. That was the recent one. Just gave it a quick press. That one was yeah. I don't think it was that big of a deal. Whatever it was on it. This one here is. No, I won't take it out. This one also had a big spine roll.
Oh yeah.
That one came out really
Wow.
nice.
That one came out nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
It looks repaired. The spine looks great.
yeah, it's yeah. I got like I got my stride because I did like all 3 back to back, and after hitting my stride, like I'm like okay, that's good. So yeah, and I did 3 more. This one Also recent pickup of yours.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
like down there, I think there was one you're concerned about, but has a really nice appeal now.
Nice.
One came out good, and yeah, I mean these were both recent ones. This
Oh,
one was more
nice.
of a flattening out, right?
Nice. Yeah.
And then the last one, um, yeah, also just a little flatter than
Oh,
before.
nice. Nice.
A
Nice.
nice, a nice little Neil Adams. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have this one slapped as well, or
I have a slab version of it. That's my raw copy version.
okay. Hey
Yeah.
Ron, welcome.
What's up, Ron? So, wow. Yeah, you were busy. Thanks
Yeah.
for working on that. Out of all the ones that you just showed off,
Mhm.
um, which one are you kind of like, wow, this one turned out really, really surprisingly like you saw like the transformation the most?
Yeah, yeah. I would leave it on the one that kind of where this one this one really it looked a bit. I don't know what the word is. It's not. It wasn't dirty. It just like somebody crumbled it up or something like that. And I was even thinking like, well, yeah, because I've heard of the Whitman before. I know it's a little bit rare, but like, but really, that one surprised me after it came out of the press. I was like, wow, this looks really nice. There's some new life into it. But even the first Parasite one, after the spine roll is gone, it just felt like a new book. Also with the even though like they're a little flaky on the spine and everything, but they were strong enough to let me do that to them, basically. And
Hey, so I would like uh for us to sell that book,
which one?
the Parasite, first
The
Parasite.
Parasite. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and list it for $50, and just when you put the description on your listing, say, you know, complete book, grade probably 4.0, right? Key, put in the key, first Parasite, key, Silver Age book, but pinup missing, and kind of like just
Pinup.
like lay it
Okay.
out there. Hey, like you're getting a great price on this because the pinup is missing. Otherwise, it's a mid-grade book, right? So
Hmm.
I think if we get $50 for it, I want to just split that with you, like make it part of our comic, add to our comic budget. You know what I mean? Um,
Okay.
let's try that. What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah.
We,
Let's
we
give it a
sell for
try.
50. We sell for 50. You keep 25. I keep 25.
Sounds good.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Here. Okay. I did press this a couple of times, but I'm not done yet because that one had a lot of moisture, water damage, right? So this one, I did it twice already, but I think I'm actually going to put this one in the when I do the when I change the water of the tank for the paper, and
Hmm.
you'll see that process. I'll probably put another layer on it, like the way Roger was talking about it. I'm gonna leave it in there for a couple hours just to um, get the moisture throughout the whole book. Not too long for the rust to get worse or anything like that. Just for it to soften up, and then I'll put it in the press. And yeah, because it had a lot of waviness. So
Okay.
yeah, sorry. All the work against it. You remember to feed your dog? Oh yeah, he's been eating a lot. No, he's doing fine. He got some. He's getting older. He got some painkillers, so he's eating. Actually, he's feeling better and eating a lot more than usual. So, let's see. action adventures. Yeah. I wanted to ask you. So I have these from the original stuff before we get into your box. So this one here was also a recent pickup. I still have to press it, but I figured there's also like this coffee stain around here.
Oh,
Um, if I wanted to, if you wanted me to attempt that, the thing is that making me a little bit worried about that is using, because when you use those papers, they're really, um, the stain removal, they're really wet. And remember, we have that pull on top. So I'm
yeah.
just afraid that if this gets too wet, that there will be a problem. And, I don't know if you can tell. There's a little bit. I think there you can start seeing the ring. It goes around
Yeah.
here through his chest. So, um,
Let's just do it. Try to get it out with the paper without getting it
okay,
too wet. That should be
okay.
fine.
What I can do is like, because it's one page. What I can do is like maybe I cut the paper down and just like trying to miss that corner, just so it doesn't get too wet. So
That could
I'll
work
be extra
too. Yeah,
careful.
that could work too.
Okay, so I still have
Yeah,
that one.
that Silver Age or that Bronze Age cover, the paper is really weak, so don't
Okay,
don't take chances.
okay. Yeah, I'll be careful. And then the other two, I don't know. Did you also just want me to press this because it has a little bit of staining, or did you want me to try anything?
Yeah, I think we had kind of briefly talked about it, and I think I said I'm fine with you trying something.
Okay.
Like if you wanted to, like, what are your thoughts on it?
The bottom looks good. It's this part I'm a little bit more worried about. It's a little um, looks a little thinner here,
Mm-hmm.
and I just don't want I just don't
Paper
want it
to
to
rip.
split.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. No,
Um,
let's just do a regular press with that one. Doesn't have to
okay.
be perfect on that one, so that should
Okay.
be fine.
Good. And then same for this one. Yeah. Just the press.
Just a press on, clean and a
Okay.
press. Yeah, this one, the
The press.
cleaning
Yeah.
on that one is gonna make that one pop. So
Okay.
there's a lot of dirt. It's an old book. There's a lot of dirt kind of caked in. So
I could on this one on the front. Yeah. Just like I did a little bit of dry cleaning already, but on this one, what I could do is
oh,
just slightly when I missed it a little bit and I put it in because you saw I finished my blue light box. So, and if I just spray it a little bit, leave it in for like a couple hours or so, I can probably get all those brown spots out.
nice.
That might be good on this one. Yeah, I think that'll be a good candidate for it.
Awesome. Yeah. Excited to see the results on that one.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I put those four aside. Those I'll give you back tomorrow. Well, minus the parasite one. And and here is a little bit. Let's talk about some before. Okay, so here is basically your recent haul of things. So top of the list we have. So these are like for everybody watching. These are basically the ones that we do need to work on, and we kind of want to show like a before and after.
And I want to reiterate, you don't have to do them all at once, or
Yeah.
like just take your time with them. Again, I'm fine with like just featuring one book a week and working on one book a week and having that cadence, because that's
Mhm.
fun just to see, like, focus on one book, talk about it, the approach and all that. So it's up to you.
Yeah. For today, I wanted to pick one, a simple one, just kind of where I'm actually doing it on camera.
Yeah.
So and some of the other ones we can um I can we'll pick one that we then
Yeah.
we show them off next week. This one we can also show off next week, but we can kind of go over how the dry cleaning process is.
Okay.
And the reason why I want to pick this one, just because it's not too much, it's a fairly clean cover. We're still going to do a little bit of dry cleaning on it. But people are not going to sit for 30 minutes just me using an eraser, right? So that's going to be, it's like watching paint dry. So we don't want to
I love
we
it,
don't
guys.
have to
I
do
love
that.
it. I love it. I love watching the paint dry on comics.
And then I'll pick another. We have let's make it Supergirl after that. So let's pick. I'm gonna put the rest away so we don't get too sidetracked. And then we'll show off another book that I then work during the week, and then we review that one on Friday. So yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna switch cameras. I'm gonna put on my stupid ring neck.
Yeah, we never tested this, did we?
I tested it without anybody on, but
Okay, it worked.
it works. Yeah, it's just I can't do both at the same time because you need to have like the higher subscription or something like that, and I wasn't going to do that. So,
Hmm.
all right, let me switch that over. I'm gonna put this aside 1 second. Okay. Um, okay, so in the studio, let me do it. Huh. Okay, I hope I don't get disconnected. So give me 1 second.
I'll tell jokes. Looks like we got disconnected. Ron, are you still there? Am I just talking into like the abyss here? Let me see what's going on here. All right, so Jens just popped out. I am still live, it looks like. And Jens is coming back. Here we go.
Okay, I hope there wasn't. Okay, Ron is still there.
We're
Okay,
still here.
so okay, my AirPods. Okay, because I can't use the other. All right, so this is kind
Woo, nice.
of okay. All right, let's do this here real quick, and we won't touch a comic book. No glove, no love. And yeah. All right. So take the laptop a little bit back. Okay. This feels really weird doing that with this thing in front of me. Okay.
Nice.
So yeah. So number one would be here. Makeup hats. I'm now using more than my wife, which is cool, right? It's gonna ask me, "Are you trying to tell me something?" Cross-dressing in your free time. Yeah. So just doing a nice thing. And this is why, I picked this one. You could tell this one is not one that is very, very dirty. Very vibrant colors. A little bit comes off, not too much. That's great.
Yeah,
There
the
it is, clean.
back looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like on what's nice on these is I guess they did that when ink used to be more expensive. They did these more wider, more white covers. So they don't have to
Yeah.
pay so much ink.
Yeah.
And this is where it comes really handy when you see this. I don't know how good this comes across here, like these kind of spots, right? So this is then when I have I'm gonna clean this one off a little. So this is basically
Yeah.
what I'm
Eraser.
using there. I have several different ones. Like there's a fine one, and so on. They have different strength. Yeah. So basically, so if you then see this, So all these, they're basically just a little bit of dirt.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you can see that on there. Like I'm gonna try to
Yeah.
get a little bit closer.
Nice.
Um, these
Fun.
these lines that come right off, you know? You
Yeah.
just need to make sure you don't. I always, with the two fingers, I keep the paper in place. And yeah, on the newer stuff, it's a lot more difficult because there is some kind of sealant on it. And if you
Mm-hmm.
use too much of this, then you kind of can see a little bit of smudging and stuff happening.
Yeah.
But this is the beauty around like the silver bronze age stuff. It's
Just the
you can
dirt's
get
coming
away.
off. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm a little bit afraid of working on that Gwen Stacy, because it has a little bit of wear, like regular wear, right, from the back and everything on the white areas. But
Yeah.
since that is from the modern area, it's not gonna come off as easy as this stuff. You know, you just have to be very very careful. I mean, I'm being careful here as well, but you can hardly use any pressure on
Pressure.
those
Yeah.
because immediately takes off the top.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah,
Nice.
so that's
You can.
basically wrong.
Is it getting cleaner? You can see.
Yeah, I don't know if,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
So a lot of these streaks are gone. See, was a little bit more. I didn't check the back, so because this is not the greatest to show off. Because when you do like a if I was doing a video about this, I'd probably do fast forward a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But like here you can see, and let's
Yeah.
look at
There's a
this
little dirt.
area.
There's a little dirt patch there, right there.
Yeah, I see that. So, but this is so easy to come off.
Nice.
That's the beauty about with these books, you know. And
Wow. We should send this
yeah,
into CGC.
yeah. I mean, with some, it really, you know, some books, even it's worthwhile for 4.0, 4.5 or whatever. I don't know, not all of them, but for some of them, it's definitely sure
Yeah.
worth it. So, yeah. Yeah, the careful, you know, one has to be careful with yellows and reds. Those the eraser can take off. This is a special one. It's a little bit stiffer than the other one, but it's easier on the paint.
Okay.
Um, like you can test it sometimes a little bit. You know, will the paint come off or not? But we're
Mm-hmm.
not gonna. Um, there's no need to be messing with that. So we're just gonna clean up
Do
the
the
white
whites.
areas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
And on the other side is usually like, especially on with Superman and stuff like that, is like the speech bubbles and
Yeah.
and so on. But even on this one, I already checked that one before. It was very clean, so I'm not worried about it.
Cool.
So yeah, but it's not the most riveting thing to watch. I hope Ron hasn't fallen asleep.
Ron
Like,
probably has just gone to another channel and
he's like, what the heck
he's
are
like,
those
let
guys
me
doing?
check some other stuff out and come back.
Let me watch my paint dry. I don't need to watch this. So
I love this kind of stuff.
yeah, I mean, this is the kind of thing that why I like grading,
Mm-hmm.
because it's almost like I mean, it's literally like getting a grade for your homework. You know, you're putting all the work in, and then you seeing it come to fruition to something. Um,
Yeah. Well, you know what's interesting? These comic books, we are guardians of these comic books for the next, you know what I mean? Like we have them and then they're going to end up with somebody else after we're
Yeah.
gone. After we're gone, my wife will probably sell them, or my son will sell them, or maybe my son will keep them. I'm going to hope he keeps at least some of them. But
Yeah.
the ones he does decide to sell, it's going to go to another collector at some point, right?
Yeah.
And what my whole point is, like 100 years from now, right? 100 years from now, when we're all gone, and these comic books get more and more rare, meaning with time, age, weathering, just books falling apart, you're only going to have like a catered few that survive 100 years from now, right?
Yeah.
Like, and so by us just working on this, like we are right now, we are ensuring that this book has a better chance of being around in 100 years. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
when you look at it like that, it's like that's what we're
And it's
hoping. Yeah.
and I don't know, like on the news, I think there's some talks about Marvel wants to outsource to another company by 2030 their
Oh.
books, which could mean the first rumor was that they go completely digital by 2030, which they
Mm,
have walked back
mm-hmm.
um, because I don't know. I mean, on the video game side, like Sony has announced that by next year or so, or by the next
That's
generation,
a
which is
horrible decision, though.
yeah, that they want to go full, that they don't want to do discs anymore, and the fans were outraged, and they had a lot of backlash. And
Yeah.
around the same time, these rumors started popping up, and they said, no, all we're doing is we're gonna outsource to some other company that they're gonna do, I guess, the distribution or whatever. But that also includes the digital portion, and it's then up to them. Um,
You gotta create physical comic books. Just make
I
them
think so too.
affordable. Just make them affordable. It's not.
Yeah,
It's paper, ink. At the end of the day, these things are not hard to produce. So I don't understand why you can't make them more affordable and just more accessible to people. You're gonna sell a lot of comic books if you do that.
yeah, yeah. I think it's. I mean, it's this hobby is all about physical. I mean, I read them digital as well,
Me
but
too.
I could never think about going all digital. I even like I'm watching a lot of channels about omnibus and stuff like that because I like the idea of having the physical collection of things. I'm not a run collector, but
Yeah.
I would like, on something like X-Men or Spider-Man or something like that, if I can go in and I can watch from or I can read from comic number 1 to comic number 1000 or whatever.
Yeah.
And especially like the ones where they also have the cover and everything. It's just it's I think it's really good. It's also like a form of archiving in my idea, but nothing goes over single issues.
Yeah.
Okay. The Otaku collection, Ron
The
says.
Azoka collection. Yes. Thank you.
Okay, so we're almost there. So
I'm
so
hoping
the
the
first
otaku collection survives for many, 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 many generations.
it will. Yeah. Okay. I think for this book, I think on the whites, we're calling it. Like I said, there's not much. I mean, just it's gonna sound really bad, but on the speakers, I just bought this because
Oh, it's a little air.
yeah, so all the little dust comes out.
Yeah.
It's I bought this $30 because the air cans are now a 3-pack is like $45. So I'm like, okay, I'll take a
Wow.
rechargeable one. Okay, so let's warm up. I hope you can see it. I can't see because the
Yeah.
camera's not showing me. So this is my press. So let's warm this up to 140.
Okay.
All right, so let's warm this up. We take this out. Here are the aluminum plates. Okay, I'm gonna put this aside. I threw the last backing board out for the center, so I just need another one. Okay, we use backing boards. These you can use far more frequently than the other stuff. So you put this in the center. That's gives it stability when pressing, and also mostly for the staples.
Nice.
Okay, so and in my process, so I don't know if you can see this here. So these are my papers: 20-pound, 65-pound, 110-pound.
Nice.
So for the first press, this is the 110-pound is like a moisture barrier. So we
Okay.
put this one in. We skip 2 pages. Put
Oh,
this
wow.
in,
Yeah.
flip it over, and do the same thing. And now is the difference from how most people do it is the moisture. So here I'll show you my humidity tank. You tell me if you can see this.
I can see it.
So in here, once I make this once a week, I can add paper if I want to, but I always kind of measure out how much I need for the week. So in here is basically just humidified paper, and it's just
Wow.
20-pound paper.
Yeah.
So it's not super wet. It's just moist enough. So we put this on the front, under the front cover and back cover, and that kind of helps revitalize that paper.
Nice.
So let's put that in there. Okay.
So the
And
book
so,
isn't necessarily getting wet. It doesn't look like that's all that wet.
no, it's not.
Yeah.
It's just moist enough, but it really helps with. It just produces a lot better outcomes. A little bit of
Yeah.
moisture just really helps it to bounce back quicker.
Yeah.
So we grab 2 more sheets, and we lay one on the bottom. Okay, always make sure that there's no more dust here. Okay, now we grab the comic book. Okay, cover this. Yeah, with the air spray, I don't have to worry about that any of those eraser bits or something like that might be stuck. All right. Here's the top part. Okay. And, it tingles around 5 degrees more or less, which is in the variance. That's okay. Set it down. And Siri, set a timer for 3 minutes.
Wow. 3 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, she got it. So, yeah, I usually do it with the phone. So let me actually, I think now I figured out how to do it without disconnecting everyone. All right, and here I am.
Nice.
And so after the 3 minutes, let me see if I can put the microphone. Okay, so and after the 3 minutes, we wait 15 minutes and we do the same thing. We just throw out the moisture paper, the 110-pound, and we just put a 65-pound in there, and throw the other 2 pages away as well. I show that off. I'll leave my little neck contraption here. I'm just gonna remove my the gloves for a little bit because I get sweaty in there. And yeah, and that's basically step one.
That is, I love your setup, man. Everything's so like, it's like a workshop setup. You know, you got all the the little areas that one for the humidity chamber, paper area, and then the pressing area, the eraser cleaning area. I love it. Love it, man. Thank you for that bird's eye view of the process.
My pleasure. Yeah, no, I hope it wasn't too boring. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So once the 3 minutes are up, I will turn it off, leave it in for 15 minutes, and then comes step two. And then with a brand new book, with like modern books, after 4 hours it would be done, unless it has something severe, then you could start over again. But with the older ones, all you do is you actually leave it in for another 8 hours. So, which is great for tomorrow. When I wake up, I'll turn it on for 5 minutes, not waiting until it reaches the temperature. So that's 5 minutes. I'll turn it off, and then basically leave it in for the rest of the day. Usually I start in the morning, and then it's done by the next morning. But I wanted to show it today. That's why when we're starting in the evening, it just throws it off a little bit. But when we're out hunting Saturdays, I can't do anything anyway, so it's perfect.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, I like this cadence. I think kind of doing it like this as part of our weekly, we have a lot more stuff to get to though, right? We got some planning to do for tomorrow.
Okay, so there's
there we go. Here we go.
All right.
Let's take a look.
Siri, stop.
We're just gonna let it sit in there.
Yeah. So I'm gonna Okay, no, not you. Okay, so I'll set another timer now for 15 minutes for the next portion, and then flip it over, and that should be that one will be fairly fast. Yeah, and then so the one that I'm picking for we talk about tomorrow, but first so let's go over this one.
Oh yeah,
I'll work on this one throughout the week, and we can then next week look at both of the ones,
Yeah.
All right, so this one
Nice.
has a little ding right here. We're not going to touch that. That's just going to get straightened out with the press.
Yeah, this one looks beautiful. It really just needs a press. I don't know if there's any other issues we could fix, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna just gonna go with the eraser over all the white spots.
Yeah, that looks fantastic.
Same here.
Yeah.
A little bit can go a long way, like what I was doing just now. So, and then same process as this one, and then we I don't know if I can go in. I'm gonna see if I can maybe do some screen grabs of do a before and after or something. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this right now and then download the video. It's sometimes like the book that I bought about this, I feel like the pictures don't really do it justice a lot of times. It's more when you see it in person.
Mm-hmm.
Even they use professional cameras and everything, and like the differences sometimes, like it seems so minute, but if you actually have it in hand, it's like it's like a huge difference. So yeah, looking forward to working on that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are you having fun with these books? Are you having fun when you see the results and everything?
Oh yeah. I was
because you're getting great results. I want you to know that. Like, you're getting fantastic results.
Thanks. Thanks, I appreciate that.
Action Comics that you worked on, the Parasite. That looks fantastic, man. Because I mean,
Yeah,
you know what the issues were with that book when we picked it up. I
yeah,
mean, it looked like it was the spine roll, and just it was like ready
yeah. It
to
was like
the cover was ready
this.
to fall off and all that, right? So
Yeah,
um, that that looks incredible. So proud of you,
I
man.
was I was testing it, like I think when you gave me the first one, like that Whitman, I had that one for a while, and I was like, that was before I had tried them, and obviously I didn't try them on yours. So, but then once I kind of came into it and got more comfortable with doing the spine rolls, and there's two ways of doing it, but because my press, like you can do it in the press or by hand, and but the press is mostly occupied. So that's why I've been doing it with the hand iron, with the tack iron, and yeah, actually I like that. It goes fairly quick, and then because you do the rolling, you do it by hand anyways. So yeah, it's very good.
Okay,
Love
yeah,
it. Yeah, it
awesome.
makes you feel good. It makes you feel good when you have a comic that looks kind of rough, and then you give it a little bit new life. So that's it's a good feeling.
Yeah, I hope it becomes like I didn't even work on the book, and I got like a dopamine hit. So I don't I can only imagine what like when it comes out and you're like, wow, it's a different book. What that feels like. Yeah, that should be fun. All right,
Yeah.
we're gonna show off some books. It's been the summer of Supergirl. Did I mention that it's the summer of Supergirl?
I came
Yet?
up once or twice. Yeah.
I think it came up once or twice. Yeah. But yeah, it's been the summer of Supergirl, and you and I have actually picked up quite a number of books uh, this summer. Even leading into the summer, kind of like around April, Mayish, we started picking up books, and it's just continued, right? It hasn't really accelerated, although that comic show, I felt like that was kind of like one of the high points where we kind of spent a lot of money collectively
Hmm.
on that show. Um, but there's more to come. But I just want to be like I wanted to show and tell it today.
Okay.
And hopefully you have some like recent pickups you can just kind of like, you know,
I actually need to.
show off.
I need to grab something real quick. If you grab your stuff first.
Yeah.
I don't have as much or hardly any Supergirl.
That's all right. I do. Actually, you have all my Supergirl. It's
I
like
do.
you
Yeah.
actually have all my Supergirl books right now. A lot of them.
Reorganize my boxes. And now I can't find anything. Okay, I think that has to be it. It's probably not. It's a decent representation. It's not everything because I know we got a lot, but
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it just a little taste of what we picked up.
yeah.
You want to go first, or you want me to go first?
I'll go first, and this is my only Supergirl, and honestly, it's one of my favorites of that we have, and that is just like the reprint of Adam Hughes. It is such a gorgeous cover. I just yeah, it the only thing
Beautiful.
why I mean it's gonna get graded. The only thing that I'm waiting on, maybe get it signed by him or something like that. That's the only thing what would make me
Oh,
wait. But
you're gonna grade that book.
I think it has to. It has to be graded. The the original is like around 600, so it's gonna be I don't know. It's not gonna be anytime soon. Uh, I can't put Ron's question on there. I don't think I can tell. Like, I mean, you can't
No,
see a whole
Ron,
lot of
she's not
anything.
wearing a G-string. You would like her to be wearing a G-string.
I would double the production. Yeah, I love that cover. So, and yeah, I think I'm gonna get that graded. Like I said, I might just wait for a nice. I might just wait for a nice signature or something. If not, I'll get it graded. All right. Do you want to do one by one, or
Yeah,
how do you
let's
want
do
to do
one by
this?
one. All right, we could do one by one. Um, this is a recent pickup from Portland, just last weekend. This Neil Adams, Phantom Stranger. Oh man, fantastic condition on this pickup, as well as the incredible Neil Adams
I
damsel in
watched
distress
I watched your
cover.
stream a couple of days ago, the one you did on the Friday where I was out, and you showed that one off, and I can't like that. Oh, it would be nice if I find that one, and sure enough, you did. So that's those are the best. Like that's just awesome.
Yeah.
All right, my turn. So this one was a half price book find, maybe a little bit before, definitely before the summer. But I just love the cover.
Oh, nice. Good
And it's a
pickup.
newsstand. I think the one cost me anywhere from $3 to maybe $5.
Really? That's it?
Yeah, that's it. It was a really cheap one. It has after press and everything. It's a high grade copy, so
Nice.
really happy to have found that
Really
one.
good pickup on that one for the price. Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially high grade newsstand.
yeah.
Beautiful book. George Perez Goodness. All right. Well, I don't know if this is in your pile, but if it is, flash it up. Flash it up. Another summer Supergirl book here.
See, I have my signed books because that one is getting ready to go to the CGC. That one is in a
It's in a
different box.
box.
So yeah.
All right. We do have
All
twin
right.
books, though, just so you know. Jens and
Yeah.
I picked up the same signed copy here.
Another newsstand, and actually, this might actually be something we were talking about in terms of where we found it. So first
This was a good
Angela
pickup.
in a newsstand.
Those are rare.
Yeah.
Just newsstand Spawn 9s are rare. So, but you have a really high grade copy there. So,
Yeah,
I know
I was
you're
really
thinking of grading it, right?
yeah for sure. I mean, it's some of the newsstand and this one. I mean, in the raw, this is technically a $40 to $50 book. While because there's so many there's so many more directs than there are newsstands, and so that's why, like, I don't know whoever watches my videos, Spawn, I always look for newsstand, and the Max newsstands are also extremely rare, especially so from 10 on upwards is even more. And also, like, I read something yesterday of Max #1. I think there's 5 newsstands in a 9.8, but 500 and some in a direct. So that shows you how rare they are. And yeah, so that's always something I look for.
Yeah, this is the thing that doesn't get discussed enough, but that 90s period where we're talking about image distribution, right? It was literally, especially image. Image had Images was just putting newsstand copies out there just to have newsstand copies. Their main distribution was direct, and that was pretty much it was almost like a 10-to-1 ratio. Like for every 10 books they produced would be direct, only one of those would be a newsstand, so it's like almost a 10-to-1 ratio. So how you determine the value of that based on that 10-to-1 ratio, obviously a lot of people at least put it double the price. I would at least put it at double the price. So if you have a $20 direct, $40 newsstand sounds about right from that 90s, distribution, because
Yeah.
it just the newsstand, there weren't any newsstand channels. You just didn't have enough people selling books, on a magazine rack, because those are just fast disappearing due to you could get it at a comic book shop now, right? That
Yeah.
was the main distribution of comic books. So it just was a huge shift. But yeah, great point. That's a beautiful copy, by the way.
Yeah, and that's why I mean is one is finding a newsstand, because we do find them more often than not, but find them in a great condition. I mean, that's usually for a newsstand in general is the issue, right? Because they just got a little bit more abused. I want to say, like
Yeah.
those comic. I see it too. Like sometimes, like these comic racks, like the old ones. I mean, they're very nostalgic and great, but they're not very friendly to your comics. So especially if they didn't have a bag and board on it. So it's that's why they're so hard to get a 9.8, and that's why some of those can fetch a nice price in a 9.8.
Yeah.
But
It's just
yeah.
one of those nuances of our hobby, right? It's like
Hmm.
it's a combination of rarity and the way the book is, it's manhandled. Like
Hmm.
unless you're a staff like puts it really nice there, and then the customers are careful with it, and you put it in a bag and board, and unless you take those precautions, you can bet it's going to have some spine ticks
Yeah.
at the end of the day, right? And you can bet it's going to for the most part have to show wear. A lot of newsstands, you see it just showing wear from like edges and the spine. And that was just the nature of how they were sold. They were just sold without bags and boards. Whereas direct editions, most comic book shops would put it in a bag and board and sell it to you that way. So you got a really pristine book at the end of the day. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
there we go.
15 minutes are up.
15
Yeah.
minutes.
Let's
Let's
let me
flip it.
just let's flip the burger. Let me just see here.
All
So
right.
let
While
me
you
push
flip the
this up.
burger, I'm gonna show off another book here.
Okay.
We've
Oh
got
yeah.
Elektra, some more Adam Hughes.
I want to find that too. After I saw it, that's a gorgeous cover.
And I had a brain fart during one of my reveals, and I couldn't think of what this effect was. It's negative space cover. It's a
Negative
negative
space.
space cover. Uh, the black, white, and negative space of blood negative space cover. But man, look at this Adam Hughes Electra. Oh my goodness, that's just too much. It's just too much.
All right, let's do this here real quick. Let's open up the burger press. Okay, I'm gonna move this to the side. We'll take the whole thing out.
All right.
And okay, so first page goes. Actually, let me grab the ones that I need. So we need 65 pounds. And we need two more of this, one for the bottom, one for the top.
Mm,
Okay. So, and this is the paper. And sometimes, like even with the, even what just with the paper, it pulls out a little bit of dirt, you know.
mm,
Um, so this is the 110 pound. So we put in, this one goes straight under the cover now.
okay.
Okay. Flip it over. Something out. 10 out. Sorry. Okay. So I should come on the press already. but it's still kind of hot. So. Okay. So. Yeah. I feel like the yellows are already popping a little bit more.
Mm.
So, okay. All right. Sure. So now we just wait for it to reach temperature. I can already take these off. It's taking a sweet time. Come on, guys. That's good. Okay. Come on.
There we go.
140. All right. Siri, set a timer for 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Okay. So, let me switch back to the microphone and my camera. That will be the last time we have to do this. I just have to, after 3 minutes, turn it off. But yeah, that's how the sausage is made.
This is the lab, the beauty lab,
Yeah.
the comic book beauty lab. All right. Yeah, anything else to show off here?
Oh yeah, so probably I already showed it in passing by, so I'm just gonna show this one off. Invincible 144 last issue variant print with an homage to the first one.
That's a nice one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really nice one.
Keep it going here with Animal Man number 6, and
Okay.
we got this beautiful.
Is that Hawk Girl?
Yeah, look at her, but she's very S&M. You know, she's just basically this dominatrix here.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it. We like that.
All right, I have another Invincible.
Oh, nice.
That was the first one. I pressed this one today. So yeah, these are the 2 keys. I have one listing up for the non-keys, trying to recover some money, but those two are definitely gonna get graded. Yeah.
Yeah, Animal Man's fun. I feel like Animal Man's somebody that would make sense in the cinematic realm. All right, is it?
It's your turn, right?
It's my turn. Well, this one you were also kind enough to work on, and got great results.
Yeah, there was also got a great deal on that one.
Looks fantastic. So yeah, this one is Superman 261 Star Sapphire cover here. Nick Cardy, goodness. Presents really like a mid-grade book, but of course we know the issues. There are issues with this book that put it technically in the low grade, but who cares? The appearance is what matters. The appearance looks fantastic. So
yeah, like they always say, right? Low grade is better than no grade.
Yeah.
Okay, I got this one. Even though I made a mistake, I thought this was I confused it with what if 105, but it's still because it's the same cover basically. Love Me Some Spider Girl, and yeah, nice high grade copy.
Nice. Classic cover there. All right, this one, without getting into the story too deeply, Jens, you'll know like sort of the progression of these pickups, but yeah, I got this great art 90s Wildcat art portfolio.
It's a nice holder.
Yeah, featuring Jim Lee Scott Williams. It comes with all these prints, but one of the prints is actually signed by Jim Lee here. And
Beautiful.
yeah, we picked this up, as well as this nice Treasury edition. I gotta say, I didn't intend to pick up like Target Bob Oxner per se. But this summer, it's been mostly Bob Oxner stuff, and part of it is attributed to the Supergirl pickups. There's a lot of Supergirl Bob Oxner pickups there, but this is another instance of like we were targeting this book, and for the longest time I thought this was Kurt Swan, but upon closer inspection, it's a Bob Oxner Superman cover. So yeah, just one of those weird kind of idiosyncrasies.
Nice. Okay. This was a thrift store find.
Nice.
Yeah, also newsstand.
Ah, you get lucky with those newsstand finds, man.
Yeah.
That's a good one to have. Yeah, John Romita Jr. goodness. All right. I'm getting down to my last couple ones, but for those of you who caught my live stream with Roger last night, man, what a good time. And you know, Roger and I went over some books that he's going to be working on, and yeah, we kind of went over the issues and his approach, the approach he might be taking. But yeah, we covered these two books here, Justice League of America, which I picked up about 2 weeks ago, I want to say, right? Ron, you were there.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, this was at Sten
yes,
Brothers.
yes.
Yeah.
Last week we were in Portland. Yeah, the week prior.
Yeah, the week prior. And then this also from that same weekend where we picked up all the Supergirl books. So yeah, these two recent pickups, Roger's kindly going to beatify these books and return them to us. So that's something to look out for on our channel.
I was watching. I wasn't part of the. Yeah, no, I was part of the. I was watching. Yeah, because Roger definitely has more experience when it comes to that kind of work. He's been doing it a lot longer, so so I like to hear what he says, how he approaches it. So it's very interesting. Yeah, he saw me. All right. This one also picked it up around in FanCon, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that cover.
That's a nice one.
Yeah.
That's an iconic one.
Yeah, so brutal, but cool. Funny enough, before you took me over to that box, I almost, because I found a graded signed copy, but it was the facsimile, and I was kind of like thinking in my head, should I pull the trigger on it? And then we went through it, and I found the original, and I was like, nah, I'd rather go with the original.
Yeah,
and I'll get a signature eventually from Frank Miller on something. So
sounds good, man. That's worthy of a Frank Miller signature there on that one. That's a good one. Speaking of signature books, this is courtesy of you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This was one of our trades from the summer, and it's a signed Neil Adams book. And by all, I feel like this is not going to be a 101, even though it could be. You check the census on this one. There's no signed book on the census for this one, right? I mean,
I think so. I don't recall.
meaning the sketch, not the
Mhm.
A cover, the sketch cover.
I'll have to double check. Yeah, I think we
Yeah,
checked it once
I don't
before.
think there are. But at the same time, I could see a lot of people getting this signed, this sketch cover signed. So I'm sure there are more copies, but again, I'm one of the lucky few who's going to have this. And correct me if I'm wrong. I believe this is Neil Adams's last work on a Superman title book.
It could very well be. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain that this is his, because this is from 2016. Neil passed in 2022 or 2021, 2022. So the question is, what did he do anything on Superman after this book? I don't think so. I think this was his last work on Superman, which is really exciting to have a signed book like of that caliber, you know. So that was good.
That little honey hole of Neil Adams signatures that we found, there were a lot of that of that era, 2016 through 2017, 2018 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I know the Mighty Mouse was 2017. That Champions #1 that I have is 2016.
Yeah.
So it was definitely towards the later part of his career, which, you know, one could say like, oh, it would be better if you find like a really cool one. But at the same time, there are also going to be less of these out there. Maybe it was one event where this guy just, because I assume where we got it, it was one, Superman, The Coming of Superman. Yeah, that's the one. Was probably one guy that got all those signatures, you know, was one person that traded those into that store. And yeah, because I mean, if you go out there to sign like that, I mean, you would probably grab some of your older Neil Adams now if he was still alive and you go to a show. You don't want to get the 2016, 2017 stuff, but it makes it probably even more rare to have, you know. I got 3 more books just because I think they're really cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
First, Mr. Sinister. Which
Tell them what you paid for that book.
It's a newsstand. I got it for $5.
That's crazy to me. It's a high grade copy you got for $5.
Yeah, it definitely needed. It has a little bit of like creases, but they're not color breaking. It definitely needs a press. On the inside, we thought it had staining, but actually, what it is, it's just yellow paint. It was a bad pressing from a bad print, but there's nothing wrong with it, and I don't think they can hold it against it. So I definitely want to get this graded.
You haven't pressed the book yet?
I haven't pressed it yet. No.
Oh.
There was something in the news. Somebody was cast for Mr. Sinister, and I can't for the life of me not remember.
Oh yeah, it's Adam Driver. It's a rumor. It's a rumor. It's a casting rumor. But Adam Driver would not make a good Mr. Sinister. I don't know what they're thinking.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, maybe I could see it. I could see it with the makeup and everything. I could see it, but yeah.
Let's see. This one here, I like the Spectre. This one was also from the convention, and it was from Jason. It's fairly high. Well, I would say it's between mid and high grade. But usually when you find Spectre, they're really rough, and that's what kind of it's a cool cover, kind of what why I gravitated towards this one. I paid about what it's worth, but I think the condition is really good for the age of the book. Because a lot of the adventure comics, when we find them, they're pretty rough.
They're pretty rough. Yeah.
Yeah, and the last one, I was just happy to find
yeah.
this one. That was one on my list.
Yeah,
of
that was a good.
Spider-Man.
That was a good. You got
Yes,
this
yeah.
one. You paid
$20.
kind of what the book price is, but you got a fantastic copy. Yeah.
Yeah. What I actually would have found out later is I paid the direct price, so the newsstand is actually almost double. So
Nice.
was a nice little find, and it also fairly high grade. So yeah.
Sweet. That's a good one. That's a classic one. All right, this is a big one. Although
Oh, you had one left. Sorry, I kept on going.
no. I have two left too. This is I want to say this is the biggest book that we picked up this year. It's first adult Bizarro. Bizarro's first appearances as like a child in a Superboy book. And that they end up like stoning him and killing him off. Like, so it's like, but they brought him back. They brought Bizarro back, and Bizarro goes on to he's as active as ever. I mean, in DC Comics right now, Bizarro's one of the classic villains for Superman. So, yeah, this was definitely a huge pickup at FenCom. I traded a big book for this and was just ecstatic, and I'm still very excited about this book. But actually, I have this is my quote unquote favorite pickup. That's my best pickup in terms of the quality of the key and the significance of the book. This is just my favorite, sentimental favorite pickup of the summer. And that's this slab of Lois Lane 70 and this beautiful Kurt Schaffenberger first meeting between Selena and Lois. So yeah, that was this is just the highlight of the summer thus far. And this was an eBay purchase, so it wasn't like, I didn't. But it was an eBay purchase that made sense for me, so we pulled the trigger.
And we came across that book last weekend, also in the same grade, but it did not look as good as yours.
Yeah.
The other one was way rougher.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
Which I think it was a CBCS slab.
Yeah, and it wasn't really priced. It was more expensive than what I paid for it, which is the shocking thing, right? It was priced higher.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not surprising. That's such a popular book. You can command a good price for that book. So yeah. All right. Let's talk about tomorrow. What's the plan? We kind of briefly we haven't really talked about it. We kind of talked about it a little bit last week, but we were both tired and we said we'll figure it out. But yeah, we haven't really talked about it. What do you want to do tomorrow?
Well, the last thing we spoke about is you had a possible buyer for some of your books, and you were thinking of possibly coming up this way where the buyer is at. I don't know if that's still in play.
It's still in play. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to pick you up. I'm going to leave here at 8:30 a.m.
Okay.
And I should be at your place by 9.
Okay.
And we need to be in Everett by 9:30 because I'm meeting the guy at the Half Price Books parking lot at 9:30. And I'm just going to sell him 6 books for $20. And that $20 is going to be kind of my
budget for the day.
Budget for the day. I'm gonna see what we can pick up with $20, and we're gonna start there at half price books. Now we have the option to go north all the way up to Ever Comics, if you feel like that's something we should do. There's also, I think, a comic book or a bookstore in Arlington with a row of like short it's like a, I don't know if it's still there. I don't know how old the photo is, but there's a row of short boxes, back issues. But it's like in Arlington. So I don't know how enthused you are to go all the way up there to maybe dig through books that might not even be there. I just saw them on a photo. I don't even know what the bookstore has. Or we can just focus our, like, do the sale, go to half price books, and then come back south and focus, you know, maybe at like Grumpy Old Man's Comics. I'm still wanting to go there and pick up that
Okay.
center. That's up to you. What do you want to do?
I was thinking about that antique store in Maple Valley, but we can do that if you want to do it another weekend, or we can.
That's far from
Yeah.
Everett. You know, it's like up and then coming all the way back down.
All the way east, and yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm down to go to Grumpy Old Man, and then maybe maybe go to Jason's just to top it off or something. I don't know.
Jason's is kind of far too, though.
Yeah, from Seattle all the way. What is it, Renton?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what we can do?
There's I mean, there are several comic book shops in that area. You know, like we've got Subspace, which I don't think we want to hit up Subspace, right?
No. You wanted to. I mean, they don't have the greatest selection.
Arcane. They're closed, right?
Arcane is closed. Yeah. The Great City, the one by the barbershop there. Because you wanted to see if they have that Wonder Woman DC universe, but that's about all they have. The rest is really.
No, we could go to Great City. I just know that guy doesn't have he doesn't get really much new stuff in.
No.
Yeah.
And the good thing sometimes is because he did say he didn't reprice it, and then you still kind of like, if you throw him an offer, he takes it. But some of the better stuff was still kind of high, you know. Well, let's get your trade on the road. Let's get that one going, and then we just play it by ear. We can. I mean, it's a bit of a trip from Everett to Seattle, but if you want to go to Grumpy Old Man, I'm down. Definitely.
Yeah, we could Grumpy Old Man. We could also hit up Golden Age Collectibles.
Oh yeah, the one in
downtown.
Yeah, the one by the.
We'd want to take the light rail there, right? Is there light? No, Ballard doesn't have. How do we do this?
There's a here from Linwood.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we could go from Linwood. Yeah.
We can go from Linwood. Yeah, it just takes a while. It's like it's a good 40-minute drive. 45.
So the thing about Golden Age Collectibles is it's just for like tourists. They overprice everything. So the logic being, like, you've come to downtown and you're here at this comic book shop, meaning if you're going to buy something here, you're pretty much going to pay full price for
Yeah.
something, right? But they also have a lot of actual golden age books, like a lot of high price books. So it is one of those places, like if you're like a collector or dealer and you're like, and you've heard of this place, you're going to go in and you're going to come out with a rare book, a high priced rare book. And I, the other stuff is, there's not much other stuff. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like that Web of Spider-Man book you got for $20, right? That's gonna be there for like 50
50.
bucks. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's literally gonna be like overpaying for it. So it's up to you. It is a cool place to kind of visit and hang out.
I've been there
getting there's
before, but
apropos.
it's always packed. Like they're
Yeah.
like every row is like really packed. Yeah, let's do the trade. We can go to Grumpy Old Men and maybe we hit something else that's close by afterwards. It's something that's not too far but drivable. I think I would rather drive.
Maybe Sten Bros. We're always at Sten Bros.
It's better than nothing.
Maybe he got like a huge collection in it or something. Maybe not.
I doubt
We'll
it,
see.
but
Yeah.
we always find something.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
I'm fine with going to Subspace again too. Like they're always getting some stuff in, so it's always changing every week. So yeah, we'll play it by ear. All right.
Let's do that. Yeah. So you'll be here like by 9. Then we'll take care of the trade. Half price book opens at what time?
10.
10.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, I was
so
just
we'll-
there, but they started finally putting some stuff out, and they still. Yeah, originally when they got in some of the older like Jimmy Olsen stuff or whatever, I showed you some pictures, but they still had a couple, so maybe you want to take a look yourself. So yeah, let's do that. Let's start there, and then we just call an audible, see where we go next, and we'll take it from there.
Yeah. Okay. And again, we could hit up Ever Comics too. We haven't been there in almost 2 months, if you think about it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're always getting in collections. So I mean, it's and if business is not good, they put on sales and they do reduction stuff. So always.
I just feel like with them, I just my issue with them is just that all the good stuff is in the convention boxes, especially with FanCon coming back up in 2 weeks. If they had if anything really good came in, they're not gonna put it out on the floor.
True.
That's the thing that bugs me the most about that store. Nothing else actually. Let me just see. Yeah, they open at 11. Might be. Yeah, let's see. Let's do the half price book. Let's get the deal over with, and then
Head down.
maybe Grumpy Old Man still has that Detective Comics 880. Maybe I'll make a play on that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because we didn't really we got a little sticker shock last time, and we kind of stopped digging. But he definitely has a lot to dig through. So maybe we spend a little bit more time.
Maybe we find something mispriced, and maybe.
Yeah, I mean, if we have a bigger pile, I'm pretty sure he'll cut us a deal. If
Right.
for smaller amounts, he might not want to, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think that again, we could spend the whole day there digging
Easily.
but we need to consciously say, okay, let's look for something here, and then if think we've exhausted our, it just might be good to go there and dig and maybe spend $20 there, just like we're going to spend $20 here, see what we can find, what value we can find. Again, I want to find that 10-cent comic. I know exactly where I left it, so I know where to look, unless he's moved it since we were last there. It should still be there, right? So get that book, and then we'll see what other stuff they have.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Let's do
Ron, yeah, sorry, we weren't ignoring you. North, I'm just going through your messages again here. So to Canada, it's like from my place, it's about 2 hours. So we weren't gonna hit up that far.
Too far.
Arlington is about 20 minutes, 25 minutes from me. It's yeah, but there's still ways to go to Canada. And yeah, I think we mentioned that store, Grumpy Old Men, before. Has a lot of good stuff, but he knows what he has, and he has them not just at price charting, not just at key collector. He's key collector and above, so that makes it a bit tough sometimes. I'm pretty sure if you throw him an offer, but the thing that turned me off last time is like, okay, I'm going to throw you an offer to be right at what it should be marked at, because I was looking at the Jock Detective Comics 880 cover.
Mm-hmm.
It was $200 according to Key Collector. It should be around $150. He had a crushed cover one, on the crushed corner one, for where was it, one like around 150, but it was definitely going to be like a 9.2 or something, or 9.0. And the better copy, he wanted $200. So yeah, I'm I'm not gonna throw him a $100 offer because he's gonna kick me out the store probably. But depending how grumpy is that day, but like an ideal thing would be, hey, I have cash, would you do 150? But then I'm basically paying what it's worth. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's not that one. Maybe it's what's in the boxes. That's the better deal, not the stuff that's on the wall.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Well, we're gonna dig for gold. We dig for gold, and give them the whole. Boy, I hope you don't price at the counter, because it would be a waste of our time to sit here and dig.
Oh yeah.
And we'd see what he says. Oh yeah. I don't reprice stuff. Yeah, sure you don't, buddy. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I think, I don't know if you followed that. I finally found out why that final boss number 1 went up. It's not a movie. They're actually making a video game out of it.
Oh, okay.
So making a fighting game out of it. So that's why which makes sense actually, from kind of, I don't know, I didn't read it, but like from the cover and everything.
Okay, it's like a Street Fighter game or something?
I guess something along those lines, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Ron was gonna suggest an offer of 100. Do it.
Yeah. I mean, you can always
Lowball 'em.
try, right? But
Lowball 'em.
yeah. Let's see how, like I said, let's see how grumpy he is that day.
Yeah.
Maybe it takes one. Yeah. Maybe he got so many collections in, he can't even walk through the store anymore, because that was kind of hard last time already. It's kind of, you have to
He
really.
needs to sell stuff. He's gotta sell stuff to stay in business. So.
Well, for that, he needs to price it correctly.
Yeah. All right, buddy. Well, get some rest, and I'll text or call you before I leave, and we'll
Okay.
hang out.
Yeah, I'll be up. I'll be up by the time you get here, and then we'll get on the road.
Sounds good.
All right, Ron, thanks for joining, and thanks. I think we had one more viewer earlier. Yeah, happy Friday, everyone. Go read some comic books when you have time. Enjoy, and we'll see you next week on Otaku's channel again.
See you next week, guys. Peace out.
All right. Bye.